What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to a different perspective. Now, hold on, let me apologize right quick if you can hear a little extra background noise. I got both the washer and dryer going. They was a bit louder than they are now, but they done calmed down some, so we can get into this video. Now, one of my homegirls posted a video on the gram earlier today. She shared it. She shared this video, and the conversation to be had in this video is something a lot of people are going to agree with, and even more people are probably going to disagree with, but it's something that I couldn't agree with more. So I don't want to say too much. Y'all probably got a little idea based on the title, or maybe not. I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet, but we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. And yeah, let's check this out. This lady's going to give a lot of context as to what this conversation is about to be.
I gotta handle that issue. Right.
She's in the car with her husband right now.
Jump off a goddamn bridge because that's what she chose to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all what we're in here talking about right now. I should have put what the topic is that we're talking about. So we're riding in the car, right? Me and Jason, we're out driving home, and we're just talking. I was checking my DMs, and there was a lady in my DM that was kind of going through what her situation is with her husband or whatever, and I read it to Jason, and I was like, man, this is deep. So basically, she said she's gained all this weight from her last baby. Her business failed. She's extremely depressed, and her husband treats her like crap, and he's rich. And that was truly, like, that was her DM. So
hold on. So she gained a bunch of weight after the last kid she had. Her business went under. She's super depressed. Her husband is rich and he treats her like crap. All right.
Back to her and encouraged her to make herself a priority. And her husband treats her like crap and he's rich. And that was truly, like, that was her DM. So I responded back to her and encouraged her to make herself a priority. It's okay that your business failed, so you say. Let's revamp. You know, I just sent her some encouraging words. So anyway, Jason said something, and I was like, let's talk about it. What'd you say, babe?
Basically, your spouse isn't responsible for your happiness. And yeah, it's a good gesture to make your wife happy. It's a good, yeah, you're supposed to, quote unquote, have your wife in a comfortable state and things of that nature. But us as human beings, it's important for us to find happiness within. It's important for us to understand that we have to take care of us first. I always use this as an example. If you're on an airplane and they're telling you what to do in the case of emergency, you can have your toddler right there to your left or your right to you, right?
Right.
When the damn airbags deploy, you gotta put that airbag on yourself before you can help your child.
You always have to help yourself first. If you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else.
If you're not shit with...
I'm gonna say that, look, y'all know I have said it so many times, both on this channel and on the main channel. You have to be able to do for you first before you could do for somebody else. Now, people be against it. I know me, for instance, when I first heard of that, I was like, yo, that sounds so selfish. That sounds so selfish for me to basically drop my responsibilities to take care of certain members of my family so that I can, only focus on me. Why can't I both focus on them and me at the same time? Why can't I provide and take care of them in the way that they need it and take care of myself at the same time? It's not to say that you can't. You most certainly can, but it gets to a point in your life where if you're like this woman was, extremely unhappy, extremely depressed, overweight, not taking care of herself, can't find joy. If you get to that point, then that's when you got to take a step back, evaluate the whole situation and be like, all right, no, hold on. I got to start doing for me. This man treat me like crap. Let me take a step back from him. We need a break from this marriage. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go live with my sister, live with my aunt, live with my mama somewhere. Let me get myself together. I don't want to be treated like this no more. Let me go ahead and drop some of these pounds off that I done gained. I don't like the way I look. I don't like the way I feel. Go get yourself together. No matter what. So then, not only can you be better for you, you can be better for that man too. Even if there's kids involved, same thing. I would say the exact same thing. Leave them kids with that man. He better be competent enough to be able to take care of his own kids. Leave them kids with that man. Go be with your sister, your aunt, your mom, whoever. They can visit. But get yourself together so that when you go back, you're better for them. Because you're no good to them if you're unhappy and miserable and now this relationship is about to crumble.
Like if you're not good, if you're not in a good place, and this is just mentally, this ain't physically, I'm just saying mentally, if you're not in a good place, if you don't put yourself in a good place, there's no way in the hell you could be a good spouse, a good mom, a good, you're just gonna be going through the motions.
Right.
And that's how people snap. That's how people go off the deep end on shit like, damn, you ever see on the news like, damn, she seemed like she was cool, yeah, she was building up all this bullshit. So again, I just encourage people to find happiness within themselves and don't place
that burden on someone else.
Yeah, heavy expectations on another human being. Humans gonna do what humans do. She said she was 150, now she's 230. Human nature, you've changed. I'm not attracted to you. And it might seem like I'm treating you a certain way, but that's just real, that's just life. That is life. That's how.
See, this man right here, he's keeping it a buck. He's keeping it 100. He said, hey, yo, look, I'm not going to be as attracted to you no more. I had this conversation with another YouTuber as well. He was telling me the same thing. He was like, hey, I already done told my wife, if you gain some weight, if you get over a certain amount of pounds, I ain't going to be nearly as attracted to you. I probably ain't going to be interested in you no more. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I mean, this dude like a more slender fit woman. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm not even going to lie. But it's human nature to like what we like, and that is like he said, when you've gained that much weight, or he's about to say when you've gained that much weight, it is like you're a completely different person. By your physicality, you do look different, you know.
How shit happens. If my wife gained, what is that, 150 to 130? If my wife gained
80 pounds.
80 pounds.
That's a whole nother person.
It's like, you know, I don't know that I'm treating her differently, but I'm probably going to treat her differently. I'm probably not going to be all over her. I'm probably not going to be the same I am right now, because she changed, and my reaction to her changing is different. It's just life, like people are humans. We're not robots, y'all. We're not as good as we want, even us, and what we got going on. We're not robots. Me and Helani fighting, fussing, go through our
He's about to flip over.
We fuss and fight and go through our but at the end of the day, I try to hold her responsible for making herself happy.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Because there was a time where I wanted him to make me happy. Meaning, like, when I wasn't feeling happy myself, I would look to him to make me happy. That's wrong. I gotta make myself happy. I gotta find out what it is to make Helani whole, to make Helani happy, to make Helani thrive. He adds value to that. He's my complement. So he's an additive to that. He's an extra part to my happiness, but he shouldn't control.
I'm glad she came to that realization, because let's say if there's a woman that's dealing with me, that's dating me, that's the same thing I would have told her. I'm like, look, I am adding to your happiness. I am not your happiness. Do not seek happiness within me. I'm here to add to your happiness. That's why for me to date someone, especially during these times, during these years, I need them to come already full. Their belly full, their mind full, but ready to explore more. Their heart is full. I need them to come already full so that I can just add to it. because they won't find what they're looking for in me if they haven't already found it in themselves. Vice versa. I won't find what I'm looking for in them if I haven't already found it within myself. I like that she came to that realization.
If I'm happy or not. And it's the same way for them. Same exact thing. So you can't depend on somebody else for your happiness. You have to make yourself whole first. Your self-love is paramount.
See, I haven't even seen all of this. I stopped early on in the video, and then I was like, y'all, we got to talk about this.
Have it? You better find it.
Let me say some shit. Y'all ever seen them Tyler Perry movies? Everybody be up, and everybody, I'm bad. Everybody be in a
He can't curse on my life. He can do whatever he wants to do on his.
Everybody be in a bad predicament because of some love. Somebody that broke their heart, and this and the third. And then you see the turnaround, the shift when the person finds themselves. They truly find what makes them happy. Even Tyler Perry got that one movie where the janitor made him happy. Like he had a perfect everything, but
Good deeds.
Good deeds,
Yeah.
like good deeds. He had to find happiness within himself. Like driving that motorcycle, going to do like you gotta find. Some of y'all don't even know yourself.
Right.
You know the image of yourself that you portray to the world, but do you truly know yourself?
Exactly.
Do you truly know what makes you happy?
And Jason said something earlier too, and it's a principle that we use in the fire service. So of course, before we can render aid to anybody else, we have to protect ourselves first, because we're no good to anybody else if we're hurt. So our safety is paramount over anything that anybody else has going on. I don't care what the situation is. It's the same thing when you're talking about relationships. Same exact freaking concept.
You gotta get yourself together.
You gotta get yourself together first.
Listen. Let me explain this to you too. I did a video, right? And I spoke on this. We show people what we tolerate. What we tolerate is the way we teach people how to treat us, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the shit we tolerate. Now, I'm not telling you to go just put your foot down and just, I'm not telling you to just hit a 360. But at the end of the day, you got to understand this. People actions change over time. A lot of shit that we put up with, we like, is he tripping? Am I tripping? No, we just start putting up with. But at the end of the day, we control how people treat us.
He couldn't be more right. He couldn't be more right. He said something that I hear a lot of females say, and they be like, wait, am I tripping? It's funny how that is. It's funny how, especially when you have a female that's in love or really fond of a guy, when he does certain stuff that she know or view as wrong, she asks herself, is she in the wrong for thinking that way? She's like, am I tripping? Is there something that I'm doing wrong for him to have said that or to be thinking in the way that he is? And part of the reason why they're doing that when they're self-evaluating like that is because they're trying to decide whether or not that they're going to allow what has happened to happen. They're going to allow him to say or do what it is that he has done. And usually 9 times out of 10, they're allowing it. Look, like he said, you're going to be treated how you want to be treated. You got to decide exactly how you want to be treated and how you want to view this thing. But the most important thing to take from this video, we're going to continue watching, but the most important thing to take from this video is when you understand self, then that's when you can really understand just how little you will allow, just how little you will accept. Because like myself, it took me a minute. I've been on this self-development journey for 5 years now, still going every single day. But I understand after year 3 just how little I will accept.
I don't play that. When I walk in the room, I don't give a damn where I'm at. I could be at a table full of white investors, whatever the case is. They gonna respect me because I demand that.
Yeah.
You women can do the same thing. I don't give a how much overweight you are.
Yeah.
You know what the hell is up under that? Weight loss, all this old temporary. I do this, so I don't even want to hear nothing about no weight loss. I snatch 100 pounds off a motherfucker. It don't matter. All that shit is temporary. What's permanent is how you depict or how you view and how you see yourself and how you show another motherfucker how to treat you. We are training people how to treat us by the things that we accept.
That's right.
2021, stop accepting this, stop accepting that if that goes against your morals or what you really feel like on your inside.
For real, y'all. 2021, y'all better switch it up. Y'all better switch it up. Stop allowing this BS to slide. Fools be trying to slide in, like slide right through. Nah, man. Male or female, don't allow it. No matter what the situation is, whether it's a relationship, friendship, your parents, your brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, I don't care who it is. Don't allow that BS. You know the BS. Look. This your life. I don't gotta explain what you talking about, what I'm talking about. You know it. You living it. You know what's bothering you.
That shit don't feel right, speak on it. Talk on it. Have a conversation. 2019 was my year of uncomfortable conversations. It was the best year ever. I got a whole lot of shit out the way that I was tolerating, right? And I wouldn't be telling y'all this if I didn't practice this shit.
You gotta practice it. That's
Stop
right.
Tolerating the bull. Put your foot down.
Same here. Exact same thing here. I wouldn't be telling y'all this stuff if I didn't practice it early on and continue to practice the exact same things to this day. I think that's one thing that's a problem with a lot of people is their inability to communicate. As human beings, we are able to communicate to a degree that no other creature on this planet can possibly do, as far as we know. As far as we know. Through language in the way that we have it, through understanding in the way that we do, no other creature on this planet can do it better, as far as we know. So it baffles me how many people are unable to communicate with the person that's right in front of them. How come they can't just tell it how it is to the person that they wake up to every single morning? Or the person that lives in their household, their brother, sister, mother, whoever. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. But then there's also that male and female dynamic where men don't really share. That's your downfall. Fellas, stop doing that. Stop being that way. Women, start listening to these men. Start listening to these men when they do have something to say. And stop brushing it off.
At this point, you think your husband's settling for you because you gain 80 pounds. No, you settling for a motherfucker. Yeah, you settling. You letting somebody treat you a certain type of way because you changed physically. If my wife in a wheelchair right now, boy, guess what? Sunday, we're going to do everything we supposed to do on Sunday. We're going to do everything we supposed to do no matter what she got going on physically. She already proved to me. She already showed me that this is who I need to be with.
Yeah.
And if you can't see that because of a temporary physical change, some shit that can.
And you hear, look, I love that they're having this conversation and it's progressing in the way that it is. Now, if y'all, some of these closed-minded people that might be watching right now, they'd be like, well, look, Artofkickz, you said that she needs to leave him. They're saying that she needs to go ahead and man up and tell him, hey, I'm going to demand respect and that you're going to treat me how I want to be treated. It goes back to the same thing they said before. Get yourself together. I said take a break from him. Take a break from the family. Take a break from the relationship. Because just like they said, that weight gain is a temporary thing. You can fix that. We're on the same side. We seeing this whole thing eye to eye. All I know is I would love to have a beautiful woman like her that has one of these like me. Big brains over here on this channel. This is the Big Brain channel. Welcome. If you ain't got the big brain yet, you're going to get one if you keep watching these videos. I'll tell you that right now.
That can get corrected.
That's the key. It can get corrected.
All this shit can get corrected. All this shit temporary, but it's up to you to correct it.
GNC.
All right. It's up to you to correct it.
Right. She has to be moved to take action. And you know, I'm not somebody that's into I don't do New Year's resolutions and things like that. No. But listen, the thing is this, is that we are going into a new year. So make some determinations within yourself to move differently. If you know you've been tolerating garbage that you shouldn't be tolerating, stop it. Start speaking up, start demanding more. Because when you demand it, that's what you're going to accept.
That's right. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the universe. Whatever you demand from the universe, when you move forward, progressively move towards that thing that you're demanding, it has no option, no choice but to give you what it is that you want.
Garbage, that's what they're going to give to you. Don't be okay with
If you demand garbage, that's what they're going to give to you. Same thing is if you only focus on garbage. If you only focus on the type of horrible people that you've had in your life, you're only going to receive more horrible people, because the universe is going to give you what you put out. What you put out into the world, what you put out there into the atmosphere, what you put out to the people around you is the only thing that you can get in return. It's extremely hard. I practiced it. I started changing what I put out, and guess what? Real quick, what I put out, it was coming right back to me. I can go into a whole story of what that first journey of self-development was like for me, and how I was in the perfect position to practice what I'm currently preaching, and how it affected like my day-to-day interaction with people. It was mind-blowing. It was absolutely mind-blowing. If y'all want to see that from me, comment down below. Say, hey, we want to see that journey, that self-development, that process. Tell us about it.
Start speaking up, start demanding more. Because when you demand it, that's what you're going to accept. If you accept garbage, that's what they're going to give to you. Don't be okay with the mediocrity. Do not be okay with that. Set yourself some standards. Make sure that you're meeting those standards your darn self.
Got to.
Don't set a standard for a man or a woman, but you suck yourself. Make sure that you can live up to those standards yourself.
Yeah, that's one of the things that kills me, man. And I see it a lot from females too. I swear, when it comes to females, certain females, at least some of the ones that I know and that I follow, they're always posting relationship stuff. It's like they can't get a good relationship to save their lives, and there's so much of what they be looking for in a relationship they themselves are not willing to offer.
And do better. Do freaking better. Like with her situation and the weight situation, you can change that. That's not a physical impairment that you have no control over from a.
That's right. Hey, y'all know we on that journey too. Hashtag AOK Fit if you join along.
Car accident or, some mental disability. That is weight loss. You just got to get off your butt and do it.
That's right.
Love yourself first. Put yourself first. I told her, make yourself a freaking priority. And it's okay to make yourself a priority even when you're married and you have children. That's not being selfish.
Nope.
That's called self-care.
That's
and
right.
Everybody needs to have that self-care.
That's right.
Everybody needs a moment.
Think about it like this, right? Think about if you make yourself 1% better every day, right? If you just say 1%, I don't have to do a whole bunch of changes, but 1% better every day. Within a year, that's 365%. That's 3 times. You could be 3 times better in 365 days if you take that approach mentally, right? If you think, I told Helene today, I said, I'm going to write down, I'm going to do a video on my morning routine, right? I'm going to show people how to just change certain aspects of their life, how you start your day. I went to a period of time where I was waking up and I was being so reactive to my phone, emails, everything that was just the stress of the day and shit like that. Guess what? That made me stressful. But when I took it upon myself that I wasn't going to look at these goddamn emails, I wasn't going to look at these text messages, I was going to listen to something motivational, I was going to meditate, I was going to go put the sun in my face and get this vitamin D before I start my day. And guess what? Whatever came after that was a piece of cake, was a cakewalk, because I already set myself up mentally to be strong for that day.
That is, I kind of spoke about this on the video that I literally just uploaded on the main channel, and there is something to that, you guys. I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to try it. Dedicate a week at least to attempting to wake up and set something different than what you normally have been doing for your morning routine. First, make up your bed. You better not leave out this house without making up your bed. That's going to be the first little obstacle that you're going to come across, that you're going to be able to knock out, that's going to set you up for the rest of your day. But when you walking out the door, like I said all this stuff in the other video I just uploaded on the main channel. When you walking out the door, name 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for, whether it be your kid, whether it be your spouse, whether it be yourself, whether it be your job, your car that gets you to and from your job, your toothbrush to keep your teeth clean, the food in your refrigerator, whatever it may be. State 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. It sets your mind up to be positive and look for positivity throughout the rest of your day. I have never not once had a bad day after doing those things first thing in the morning. Not once. Try it. At least.
Things like that make you 1% better every day. Within 365 days.
Another thing to this 1% rule that he's given right now. I know the 1% rule. It works very, very well. Just like they say, if you study and learn 1% of what a billionaire knows and apply it, you will become a millionaire. It works. It works. I haven't studied enough of a billionaire, but I studied a few millionaires, so I became a thousandaire. It's supposed to be like 100,000 there or something. This video ain't playing no more. It's kind of froze. The clock is winding, but
adult family and shit like that. Like people, I got stresses from every aspect of the world. I got a father doing life in prison. I got a brother that don't see eye to eye on me, so me and this beefing and fighting, like we got real life going on.
And you have other things with me.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
I got health issues right now.
Yeah, we got things that just aren't in order, just things that just out of our control that we can't, no matter how perfect we want to be, no matter how hard we work, it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, you control your mindset. If you don't control nothing else, you control you.
Yep.
That's one thing too that really got me. Who are these people? I'm gonna follow them. I really like the way they use their mind, the way they use their thinker. That's one thing too that really hit me hard a few years ago, was the fact that you control how you think, you control what you think, and you control how you feel. Oh man, so one thing that's a prime example that I will never ever forget, because I think it's one of the most amazing examples. There's a book out there, I wish I could remember the name of the book. I just know the story a little bit, of somebody that was in a concentration camp and was freed from the concentration camp years later alongside with some other people, or escaped, however it was that they got out of there. And majority of the people that were freed or escaped from this concentration camp, they were all extremely bitter. They felt like the world owed them something because of what they've been through and what they went through. So the way they treated people was extremely unfair. They were very mean to everybody, and they played the victim role heavy. Oh, I'm this way because I was in a concentration camp and they did this to me, they did that, they did this and that to me. So that's the energy that they lived the rest of their life with, except for one guy who's told a story, wrote a book, and what he said was, in that camp they had control over every aspect of my life, but the one thing they couldn't control was the way that I thought. He was like, I see everyone else that was in there with me that are bitter, that are hurt, that are victimized, that are playing the victim role. I will not be that person. To think what someone went through in the concentration camp to come out with that mindset, but yet we're living everyday life free. But we're trapped up here. But we're doing it to ourselves. But yet we don't point the finger at the person in the mirror. We're pointing it at everybody else.
Let nobody else control you. He controls you. He who controls you. He who angers you controls you.
Woo! He who angers you controls you. I want y'all to do an exercise. Y'all might even see it as a game. To me, it's a game. Get somebody mad. And y'all wouldn't expect me to say that, right? Get somebody mad. Get somebody upset. Brother, sister, mom, aunt. Maybe not your mom or dad. Maybe your spouse would be okay. I don't know. Y'all get them mad all the time anyway. Get somebody mad. If they actually get angry, you control them. I tell folks all the time, I'm like, yo, it's hard to make me mad because I understand that. I'm aware of that. He who makes you mad controls you. It's something, y'all know I have a former roommate named Travis. I used to try to embed that in him all the time. I'm like, bro, you're so easy to control. It's a shame. Stop. You should not allow somebody else to make you mad. You should not allow somebody else to get you upset. Because what it does is it blinds you. You can't think properly. You can't react properly when you're upset. Calm down. Take deep breaths. Wait before you respond. Think before you answer if you're getting riled up. And then proceed with with saying something that's logical, that makes sense. He who angers you controls you.
Control me when he piss me off. When he piss me off, he controls me.
Yep.
And
I can't think of nothing but him.
And the thing is this, I'm gonna save the live, you guys. But the thing is this, is that we can't control what happens to us. There's some things that are just beyond our control. But we can control how we respond to it.
That's right.
How we react to it.
That's right.
So mindset is everything. I know yesterday morning.
Hold on, before she says that, there is a I spoke about it probably a year ago on the main channel. There is a equation. I believe it went action plus reaction equals outcome. It's like A plus R equals O or something like that, where basically what happens, or no, S plus R equals O. Situation plus reaction equals outcome. So your reaction to that situation determines the outcome. I'm glad that, look, this is why I like them, because that was in the back of my head when I was saying the last thing I was saying, but I was like, crap, I need something to bring it out. And they brought it out perfect. So look, I'm getting a little emotional right now, but it's good emotion. I'm doing this to myself. A perfect example, you get pulled over by a cop. If you're upset, loud, irate, it's a strong possibility that you're gonna get that ticket. You might get handcuffed, or you could potentially even get shot. But if your energy is calm, cool, and collective, it's a stronger possibility that you will leave that situation, depending on what you got pulled over for, that you will leave that situation with your life ticket free and handcuff free. Situation plus reaction equals outcome.
Got home from work. I had something going on, and I'm having these little health issues going on, and I'm still dealing with it. So I had it yesterday morning. I got home, and Jason was like, how you doing? And I was like, I'm just got to keep a positive mental state right now. That's all I'm focused on right now, is not dwelling on what I'm experiencing right now, but just keeping a positive mental state. And my day ended up being amazing yesterday. Because I started here.
That's right.
I was like, I'm not going to let the physical get me down.
That's right.
I'm going to control the physical with my mental.
That's right.
So you guys, it's just so important.
How you doing, my boy?
It really does start up here. It really, really does start up here. There's another video, a Bob Proctor video, the video that saved my life, that had a bunch of this type of information in it, but it broke down the exact science as to why it works, and you know, where it starts and where it ends, and how the mental works with the body, and how it can create actual illness, and how you can even heal from healing your brain, your mind, and then that can also heal the physicalities of your body. I mean, it's a lot. I'm gonna do another part 2 to that video at a later time, probably maybe another day this week, maybe even tomorrow, depending on how much I got going on. But yeah, I'm definitely about to be following these folks. Let me show you their Instagram right quick. Here it is. Miss 2 weeks out. Hold on, let me click on it right quick. All right, 278. I'm okay, so I'm guessing this is her main check. God damn, she look, hold on. Look, this ain't Thursday. This hold on, man. Hold on, man. Boy. Look, let me stop. Oh, she's a firefighter? I was wondering because he mentioned something about firefighting or whatever, and then it sounded like that was something that she too also did. That's what's up. Shout out to them. She reminds me of, I can't remember the girl name, but she's like black and Asian. She used to date Omarion. Let me get up out of here, y'all. I'm doing the most right now. But anyway, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.